The cash build is finally complete with very minimum equipment and carries through all of Ultimate 6 content. All you need is the slugger and the whale mod. Technically, you could use one of the other mods. You could use the bro, what is the mod? I keep forgetting. The rounder. You could use the rounder, but this one's more damage. It's pretty much all blue. I got these 2 points here for the extra damage since the cooldown rate gets converted. But everything else is in here. Stacks, damage for guns. That's just enough. This is without stacks. It's just enough gun damage to kill a regular enemy for a second win, because you're gonna need that. Because honestly, the positives, you one-shot regular enemies when things are going good. It's not one-shot. 2, at most 4 if you're using the weak card, but enemies die quick. You go back to back because the reload speed, there's a high chance of going back to back windfall procs when you're attacking regular enemies. You build up stacks. You don't lose the stacks. You do damage. But then, when you're not proccing windfall, you die. That's the negatives. The negatives is there's little survivability. You're doing damage, you're getting kills, or you're dying. It's a gamble. It's like Krieg, low key. It's like the Krieg build, except the downs aren't self-inflicted. It's not like Krieg where it's you're one-shotting outside OP levels, and then you one-shot yourself occasionally. It's the enemies that do it to you, this time at least. But any boss not named Bloom Reaper also gets belted. You're not one-shotting them like the gun builds. You're not one-shotting them, but you're doing like 160 to 250k depending on stack buildups and all that. You're doing a lot of damage. You ain't doing much with the gun. You're really just killing regular enemies. It's the Jacob's weapon. The crits stack. Not stack. They spread, so you can slightly weaken enemies, but your cards do all the work. As you can see, the percentages have gone up significantly. 400%, 600%. Well, that's 658. You can round it up. 700, 200. It's generation 76 on all elemental. It's different now. Again, probably could just sacrifice these 2, go on over here, put in here, more damage, put a point here, more consistency. I wanted it to mainly be a blue tree. And I wanted this one. Reload speed, I had it here before, didn't read, couldn't use the reload speed. Now I can use reload speed here. This one, I feel like it's crucial. I didn't look enough to when I didn't use it, but I feel like you lose less of the stacks with this. Could be wrong, didn't look. But when the level caps increased, definitely moving this to 5. This is going to 5 for sure. This might go to 5. I don't know yet. I'm putting 3 here for more damage. Putting 4 here. Like I wanted to put something here, But I don't think it's worth it because, like, realistically, things will only get harder from here. So, if it was lifesteal, if it was like you get active lifesteal when sleight of hand's active, I would, but probably won't. Maybe some points in this one it could be kind of like Rafa. Even though I wish it was like Rafa's, where it's like you gain this and with sleight of hand active, or at least like with windfall, it increases it more. Cause it's just like just base shield buffs. I don't think that's really enough in harder content because everything's gonna break your shield. Maybe if it was like they had like an extra line where it's like whenever Cash kills an enemy, it starts shields start recharging automatically. But I don't know. All the specializations cooldown with the rep kits activated. You know, obviously that one's cool, but the only thing I don't like about it is like sometimes depending on what you're using, if you're using a triple bypass, it's definitely convenient, but there's no survivability on this build, so you're probably not just casually gonna use it because you might die. Hone mine, more crit chance, more crit damage. It's definitely helpful. Bullet train was just to add more gun damage for the buff, and you know, obviously I am a gun. It's just going to be on here. But yeah, neither one of these fully leveled up. 52, 36. Only has reload speed. Don't have the action skill damage. And I did the prerequisites for Ultimate 100 4, 5, and 6. So I know for sure I did 5 and 6. I think I did 4 because if I remember in the live, that was the one where the enemies were invisible. But yeah, you get to see it. That wasn't a lot of damage. But the damage buffs were crucial because if you don't put these skill points into gun damage, you're not even killing them. Not an ultimate 6. Honestly, I forgot to swap my rep kit back from when I fought the boss. I think Kill Spring is way better for this build than Triple Bypass, but Triple Bypass is way more clutch against the bosses. Cause you're gonna need that. Wait, what? Oh, is there an orb up there? Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't know if it's placebo or not, but I do feel like I've gotten I'm more likely to proc shooting regular enemies than bosses sometimes. At least that's what it feels like. It's probably just generational, like, unluck. But I haven't. Back in, like, the Ultimate 400 1, 2, and 3, I was using the Onslaught. Way lower level than I am now. Was always shooting, always running out of ammo, but I was barely proccing it because I wasn't reloading as often. But as soon as you get the Slugger, life will be easier. But it'll definitely be a struggle till then. Well, I don't really want to say a struggle because when Windfall procs, you're gonna go crazy. It's just getting it to proc is less consistent without it, because then you're purposely shooting a gun and reloading. That's what you're gonna have to do. Unless you're like me and I just wasn't playing it optimally before. But yeah, just to show that gun damage not moving the needle. But it's enough to get the job done. It plays its role. Honestly, this build is just so much fun, bro. I think at the very minimum, this is like a top 3 most fun build. Honestly, I got it at 1, but I think Krieg is close. I feel like Claptrap would be in these conversations if it wasn't so like co-op unfriendly. Nope, not that. That's really the difference between this and Claptrap. Can there's no self-inflicted or teammate harming RNG. It's just pure damage, pure luck. It's way more fun because of that. You're not ruining teammates' lives. But yeah, I think this and Krieg, they gotta be like 1 and 2 most fun. I think my favorite Vault Hunter is still Moe's though. I think it's like Moe's, Cash, Maya, Krieg. Specifically out of the Vault Hunters. But if we include Wonderlands, it's probably like Moe's, Cash, Spell Shot, Krieg, Maya. Oh my god, I need to stop missing. It's like those big enemies, when Cowboy hits, they're gone. Yeah, this is definitely one of those builds like playing with your friends. None of them super optimized. None of y'all got god rolls. You don't care about god rolls. You can just pull this character out. You got the mobbing handle. And it still does decent damage to the boss. Any boss not named Bloom Reaper, in all honesty. Bloom Reaper is just a different breed of hatred. Just like that. You got packed up. You don't need a crazy amount of loot. You don't need any of that. You just need the 2 minimum pieces to make it work. But just to prove it even further, I will go fight Bloom Reaper to show you it's possible, just not optimal. Alright, now we're here. Now to see how unideal this is. Definitely it's a test of endurance. Honestly, with this boss, you definitely want to triple bypass. Swap off the kill spring for this one. So I won't lie to you. This build, you won't be killing any of those creeps. I wanted to destroy the crystal, but I had to back up. Alright, cool. We got past that part. That's really the most annoying part. If you can get past the first part, like, you definitely can do this. But it's definitely a lot of movement. Definitely a lot of movement. It's a lot of movement if you want to do it. And as you can see, we do way less damage to this boss than the other ones. It's definitely it's a slow and steady process. You can't not move. You need all of the hover upgrades for this. Every single one of them. That's crazy. Normally you don't do that with me. That was an insane one. Super proactive that time. And one of the things I do hope they change eventually, they gotta buff it and make just to give you the ability to use a rep kit mid sleight of hand, bro. Yeah, as you can see, we're doing. This isn't like worst possible. Ain't no way. I've been predicted. Yeah, the only thing that's annoying is like the creeps will kill you. Takes a lot of locking in. Sheesh, that was close. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, I just don't fight them. I don't think it's not worth it to fight those guys. But they are annoying though. It's cause it's mainly because they take so much damage. It's like in order to do damage to them, you gotta use your damage dealers on them. Let's not do that. But yeah, realistically, I would say you do this boss once, never touch this boss again. It's the type of boss, especially with this build, unless you need a mantra or whatever else is the drops here, you don't need to do this boss. If you value your happiness, you won't do this boss. back up. Don't push me. Alright. We should be nearing... No. I seen him behind me. Alright, we should be... That wasn't enough? It's because I couldn't connect with the first one. There we go. Even though I will say this is probably the most cancerous part, to be honest. That's it. It's like the easiest way to do this, with, in all honesty. Like, I feel like this arena started to grow on me. Because I got the upgrades. But ooh, let's not do that. Ooh. Keep hitting my head. Hello? Sheesh. I was gonna say. I was gonna say. Let's not get hit with that. Come on, Borderlands. I really gotta boot my head like that? Like, bro. It just sucks cause like you gotta look into the abyss that is volumetric fog, bro. Like, what? Go up there? Then you can, if you can grapple the one, you can grapple the two. Then you go up there, you kill an enemy. And then you kill him. So yeah, it's definitely doable, but it's like, should you do that without gear? Absolutely not. It's like, you gotta kill all the enemies. Well, you gotta kill the boss, you gotta dodge the enemies. You gotta look at the mini map, you gotta not fall off the map. And the boss takes you to Silent Hill at the end. But I did all this to in fact prove you can beat all the content solo without guard rolls and optimized gear. I do not recommend that. I don't even recommend doing fighting in Vault 105 to get the 6 solo. I did it and it was just like that. Literally played out the exact same, except I didn't almost fall off the map that one. I was fully navigating. But that's a wrap for this build. But before we go, I got more plans for this one. Before I start the next cash build, still I plan on it's gonna be on the live and then later be a video, but I'm gonna replay all main story, Ultimate Vault 106. Then we're gonna do the DLC, Ultimate 6. Then after that, I'm gonna do my gun build, my totem gun build, and that one would be very similar to the Harlow that I'm doing, cause that's gonna be co-op with the boys once Retro gets back on Borderlands again. We're gonna continue our new characters. Harlow's gonna be my 3rd character to reach max level. That's gonna be a journey, but I get to space that one out.